got a breezy 54-degree night in Boston. No rain for the first time in several days. It is the usual sellout crowd at TD Garden. 19,000 on hand, and the NBA on TNT is presented by State Farm. It's a matchup of two of the best teams in the East, Miami Heat, Boston Celtics. Game one of our special Tuesday night doubleheader. Miami comes in at 46-18. They're second in the Eastern Conference, 2 games behind first place Chicago. Boston in the number 4 spot, 37-27, and they had dramatically turned since the All-Star break. Line as we check the starting lineups, Miami resting its big 3. So they go with the front line of Udonis Haslem, Shane Battier, Dexter Pittman, the second-year man out of Texas, Mike Miller, been playing well, and Mario Chalmers. Paul Pierce, the only Celtic starter in action tonight. Pierce with Brandon Bass and Ryan Hollins up front. And the guards, Keon Dooling and Avery Bradley, who comes off a career performance. The officials, Marty McCutcheon, John Goebel, Courtney Kirkland. Miami controlling the opening tip as have gone 22-10.
Well, you think about Kevin Garnett, Pierce, and Rondo all playing maybe the best basketball that they've played in the last several years. Avery Bradley, who has given them a huge lift, such a great defender. This is a team that's dangerous as Battier gets free underneath. I think the key guy, though, is Ray Allen. He's missed his last 7 games and 13 of his last 18 with the ankle injury. I think he's the critical piece because they run so much through him offensively, and he hits so many big shots. If he's healthy, I think they can make some real hay in the playoffs.
Well, Pittman with the rejection off the nice setup.
Of the way, you know, I know that we heard Craig Sager talk about it as Cole knocks down the jumper late in the shot clock. You know, Paul Pierce wants to play, but does it really make a whole lot of sense to play him and risk injury if things are struggling?
Avery Bradley got the step, but was not able to finish it, and a traveling violation is called.
Turnover number 17 combined between the 2 teams.
This is Bradley challenging Joel Anthony, who comes up, and he's a major shot blocker. Enough of a bother for Bradley to miss the dunk attempt.
Down to 5. Battier posting, double teamed. Fires one up. Kept alive by Haslem. 4 minutes gone by in the 3rd quarter. And Pittman able to put it down. He has 8 points. Dexter Pittman, the starting center, has given Boston a 2-point lead.
Clear it out. Give Sasha the ball in the middle of the floor. LeBron James-like.
Final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Cole off the fake on Bass, knocks it down. So that ties it at 50.
On Miami in the playoffs, we're going to see an offensive foul on Williams. I think, you know, Miami's kind of had a free pass this year in terms of the media coverage, you know, compared to last year.
Oh, yeah.
This year, everything about the Chris Paul trade early, the Dwight Howard saga in Orlando, not a whole lot of coverage for Miami, but I think that changes once the postseason begins, because if Riley's club does not win it this year, now the pressure really starts to build, and then the questions come. Do they break it up? Do they make changes within the organization? It'll be very interesting to see as this story unfolds.
Nice move by Chalmers, and it's now certain they will be the 2nd seed. The Bulls have clinched the number 1 spot in the East. Miami had won 6 of its last 7. They'll wind up their regular season Thursday night in Washington. A 78-66 win for the Boston Celtics over the Miami Heat. Thanks to our producer, Scott Cockerell, our director, Suzanne Smith, statistician Brian Taylor. Coming up next, we'll send you to our studio in Atlanta for Steve Kerr, Bizarre Mike Fratello, Craig Sager, and the rest of the crew. I'm Marv Albert saying good night from Boston. We'll take a break, and then it's on to Ernie, Kenny, Charles, and Shaq.
Coin flip game. This was the coin flip game.
Withholding comment.
Big three all sitting down.
That's a lot of money sitting over there, Ernie.
So Dexter Pittman finds Shane Battier. 11-0 start for the Heat.
And
Paul Pierce played. Garnett didn't play. Rondo didn't
LeBron
play.
James was thinking during this game.
What was that?
I'm underpaid.
17-10 after one.
I'm underpaid.
Who got hurt there?
That was Keon Dooling.
Wow.
He's playing defense.
Taking
right?
a shot from James Jones.
I keep telling y'all, man,
Watch
nothing
this.
good. Nothing good can happen when you're playing defense.
Got a cut under the right eye. Yeah, let that be a lesson to you.
Yeah.
Marquise Daniels. Where'd he go to school?
Auburn, War Eagle.
I'm glad to see he's back after neck surgery, playing pretty good.
Miami 34-28 at the
Another
half.
Auburn jock who's special. Oh, congratulations to Bo Jackson. He started Bo Bikes, Alabama today. Great job, Vincent Bo Jackson.
Yep.
Best athlete ever.
Brandon Bass. Hey, look at this game. After three, 50-50.
Yeah. I was
And then
watching
Boston
when you
outscores
say
him
50-50.
28-16.
Good steal.
I really could have used some NBA draft tonight instead of watching this stuff.
You know who was really good?
Sasha Pavlovic.
Yeah, Pavlovich. Yeah. And there's the.
He's like, remember this,
there's the theory
LeBron?
by Shaq.
That's right.
Remember this, LeBron?
LeBron, see, you left me.
See? When you and I left Cleveland, look what happened.
Yep.
He had 16 on 7 of 10 shooting. And the Boston Celtics, winners over the Miami Heat, 78-66. So what that did when Miami lost, it gave Chicago the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. The first 5 are locked in.
Really?
Chicago's 1, Miami's 2, Indiana 3.
Yeah, I tell you what, boy.
We know Boston and Atlanta will play, just don't know who's going to have the home court
Well,
yet.
let me tell you something. I told you, it don't matter where they play. If they play in Tokyo, Japan, the Celtics going to beat them.
You don't think Atlanta presents any problem to the Boston
They can
Celtics?
win a couple games, but they're not going to beat the Boston Celtics. The key is getting out of 7 and 8.
Yeah, Atlanta
that 6th
needs-
spot is like solid gold right now.
Atlanta needs one more win or a Boston loss to have home court over the Celtics. Orlando, if they lose twice and New York wins twice, then New York would be the 6th seed.
I tell you what, that 6th seed ain't no cakewalk. Frank Vogel and Larry Bird and those Pacers ain't no joke,
But
bro.
you keep telling me, well, that's a gold mine, number 6 seed.
Yeah, but that's because that other ones is that fool's gold, that pyrite stuff down at 7-8, because you got to play the Bulls and the Heat.
Exactly. Philadelphia could move up out of the 8th spot, possibly, but it's looking like Philadelphia is the number 8 seed.